I'm Alison, and hello to everyone from the Open the Book Assembly team.
Hello everybody.
We're from your local churches.
It's lovely to be presenting another Open the Book Assembly, the last one for this academic year. Hopefully in the not too distant future we can join you back in your schools. The team today are Stephen, Wendy, Kate and myself, Caroline. Would you feel nervous about speaking to a very important person like the Queen or the Prime Minister? Well, in today's story, it's about a very important person. His name is Naaman. He was a commander of the whole army. The story is also about a little servant girl. She wasn't important at all. In fact, she was so unimportant that we don't even know her name.
Now it's time for us to open the book. And today's story is called The Helpful Servant. Today's story is about a very important person. His name is Naaman. He was the commander of the king of Aram's army. The story is also about a little servant girl. She wasn't important at all. In fact, she was so unimportant we don't even know her name. Naaman was a soldier, not just any soldier, but the commander of the king of Aram's army. He was an important man, a very important man. Each day, Naaman would inspect his troops. He made sure that they were all smart and ready for battle. One morning, Naaman got out of bed as usual. He put on his smart uniform as usual, and he looked in the mirror as usual. Naaman froze with fear. He noticed all these strange white spots on his face. He knew what these spots meant. He had a very serious illness. Oh no! I don't believe it. It can't be. Yes, I've seen these spots on some of my men. Oh, this is dreadful. Oh, it's leprosy. Oh, what shall I do? What shall I do? I will not be able to be the commander of the king's army anymore. Oh, why did it have to happen to me? Now, Naaman and his wife had a very unimportant servant girl, and she felt very sorry when she heard all about Naaman's problem, and she wanted to help him. Excuse me, sir. Sir, could I have a word, sir? Yes? Oh, yes. What is it? Can't you see? I'm so upset. Well, back in my country, sir, in Israel, where I come from, there lives a man called Elisha. God uses him to make sick people well again. Please, sir, please go and see him. He will help you. Oh, I can't see how anyone can help with my problem of leprosy. No one can cure this dreadful disease. But, yes, I suppose it is worth a try. So Naaman set off for Israel to see God's servant Elisha. It was a long journey, and because he was a very important man, he took many of his soldiers to guard him and lots of servants to look after him. Even that unimportant servant girl went along as well. Because Naaman was such an important soldier in his own country, he expected a very big welcome, but he didn't get it. Good morning, sir. I'm Elisha's servant. Elisha, my master saw you coming and knows why you've come to see him, and he sent you a message. Sends me a message? Yes, sir. He says, go and dip in the Jordan river 7 times and then you'll be well again. Me? Dip 7 times in River Jordan? Not on your life. And Elijah doesn't even come to see me but sends a servant. Does Elisha know who I am? The commander of the king of Aram's army? I thought he would come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God and wave his hand over the spots and cure me of leprosy. No, I won't even dip my toe in that filthy river. At first, Naaman would not change his mind. After all, he would just feel very, very silly. How could dipping in a river cure leprosy? In fact, he'd never heard of anyone being cured of leprosy at all. It was all a waste of time. Sir, excuse me, sir. If the man of God had told you to do some great thing, you would have done it. So why not do this small thing? This small thing of washing in this river 7 times? Sir? Oh, but well, when you put it like that, I suppose it's worth a try after I've come all this way. So, Naaman went to the River Jordan and he dipped down into the water. Once, and then twice. Nothing happened. 3 times. 4 times. The spots were still there. 5 times. Now Naaman could feel himself getting angry again. Look, still those awful spots. Oh, what a fool I will look if they don't go. 6 times. Naaman took a deep breath and went right down under the water just to make sure. 7 times, just in case Elisha's message was true. And then, when Naaman came up, spluttering and shaking the water away, the spots had disappeared. Oh, the spots have gone. I'm completely better. Elisha's God has made me well, just as Elisha said. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you. So Naaman hurried back to Elisha's house and he took with him all the treasure that he could find. This time, it was Elisha who opened the door. Oh, take this treasure. Take it all. You have saved my life. No, I can't take it. I didn't do anything. It's God who's made you well. Naaman put down the treasure and instead he picked up a handful of earth. All right then, let me take this with me so that even when I'm back in Syria, I can stand on a piece of your land and worship your God too. Elisha nodded and smiled. And God smiled too, for with a little girl and a muddy river, he had turned an enemy into a friend.
So, who do you think was really the most important person in that story? I wonder, was it the servant girl? I mean, without the servant girl, the great soldier Naaman would never have known about Elisha, the prophet, and he would never have heard about Elisha's God. So she was very important after all. Close your eyes and think about the people who help you when you are unwell. It might be the doctors or the nurses, but it might be your family or your friends. Say a silent thank you to them now.
Now I'm going to say a prayer. And if you want to make it your prayer, say Amen at the end after me. Dear God, thank you for using a little girl to help Naaman get better. Please be with anyone we know who is ill today and help them get better too. Amen. Well, have a lovely summer break. Keep safe and all the very best for the Year 6s that are moving on to secondary education. We'll see you in September. Bye.